My name is Naomi Carter. I'm 28 years old. And last night, I saw something I was never meant to see. My father, 52 years old, sitting in a quiet, candlelit restaurant, holding another woman's hand like nothing else in the world existed. He was smiling, softly, comfortably, like this wasn't wrong, like this was normal. My chest tightened instantly. My heart started racing, because this didn't make sense. Not him, not my father. So I did the only thing I could think of in that moment. I recorded it, every second. And then, I sent it to my mother. 15 minutes later, she walked in. And what happened next changed everything. But before I tell you how it all unfolded, take a second, like the video, subscribe, and tell me where you're watching from. Now, let's begin. It was supposed to be a simple night. Just dinner. For the first time in weeks, I convinced my husband, Ethan, that we needed a break. No work. No distractions. Just us. Life had been moving too fast. Deadlines. Calls. Stress. We barely talked anymore. So I told him, let's go somewhere nice tonight. He looked at me for a second, then smiled. A real date, he asked. I nodded. Just us. We chose one of the most popular restaurants in the city. Dim lights. Soft music. Tables glowing under candles. The kind of place where people fall in love again or pretend they never stopped. Couples leaned close, laughing quietly, holding hands like time didn't exist. We were seated in a quiet corner. And for the first time in a long time, we relaxed. We talked. Not about problems. Not about work. Just us. Old memories. Trips we forgot. The silly fights that never lasted. At one point, Ethan reached across the table and held my hand. And that simple moment reminded me of something. My parents. They had always been like that. Even after decades. Still close. Still laughing. Still choosing each other. They used to say, love doesn't fade, people just stop feeding it. And I believed them. We all did. That's why what I saw next didn't feel real. I glanced across the restaurant, just casually. And then, I froze. Because sitting just a few tables away was my father. Candlelight. Soft smile. And another woman sitting across from him. His hand gently holding hers. My fingers went cold. My voice dropped to a whisper. No. Ethan noticed immediately. What's wrong? He asked. I couldn't answer. I just pointed. He turned. And his expression changed instantly. Silence fell between us. Because what we were seeing didn't make sense. This wasn't just shocking. It was impossible. My father loved my mother. Everyone knew that. We had grown up watching it. So what was this? My heart started pounding harder. I need to record this, I whispered. My hands were shaking as I picked up my phone. Ethan leaned closer. Are you sure? I nodded. Because even I didn't believe what I was seeing. I hit record. Captured everything. The smiles. The conversation. The way he looked at her. Like she mattered. After a few seconds, I stopped. Stared at the video. And without thinking, I sent it. Mom, you need to see this. The moment I pressed send, everything changed. There was no undoing it. We sat there, waiting, watching. Every second stretched. No reply. No message. Just silence. Until the door opened. And she walked in. My mother. She didn't rush. Didn't panic. Didn't shout. She just stood there, scanning the room, until her eyes found him. And in that moment, everything shifted. She started walking toward him. Slow. Controlled. Each step heavy. The sound of her heels, louder than the music. My father didn't notice. Not yet. Still smiling. Still talking. Still holding that woman's hand. Then, he looked up. And everything stopped. His smile disappeared. His hand pulled back slowly. The woman turned and saw my mother. Silence. Complete silence. My mother stopped at the table, looked at him, and said quietly, "So this is where you've been." Her voice wasn't loud, but it cut through everything. He tried to speak. Nothing came out. "I've been watching you," she continued. "Always busy. always distant. The entire restaurant had gone quiet. People were staring now. When you come home, you don't even look at me anymore. Her voice trembled. I thought you were tired. A broken laugh escaped her. But now I see the truth. She looked at the woman, then back at him. I gave you everything. My time, my love, my life. Her eyes filled with tears. I trusted you. The weight of those words hung in the air, and still, he didn't interrupt. If you want her, she said softly, then fine. I'll leave. Silence. Heavy. Uncomfortable. Real. Then, my father stood up. The chair scraped loudly against the floor. All eyes on him. He looked at her. Calm. Too calm. The woman sitting here, he paused, is my best friend's wife. No one reacted. Not immediately. What? My mother whispered. Then suddenly, a man stepped forward. Calm. Confident. He walked to the table and held the same woman's hand. She's my wife. The entire room shifted. Whispers spread. Confusion everywhere. My mother stood frozen, trying to process it. My father stepped closer. You said you gave me everything. His voice was steady. Say that again. But she couldn't, because something had changed. I haven't had even 1 hour of your time in months, he said quietly. That hit harder than everything else. I tried, he continued. I asked you, again and again. But you were always busy. Her eyes dropped. I started pretending, he said, acting distant, smiling at my phone. I thought you would notice. She didn't. I needed you to feel it, he said. What it feels like to be ignored. Tears rolled down her face. I didn't realize, she whispered. I thought I was building a better life for us. He shook his head gently. But we were losing us. That was it. The moment everything changed. She stepped closer, hands trembling. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. For the first time, his voice softened. I just wanted my wife back. That broke her. Completely. She held his hand. Tightly. I'm here, she said. I'm not going anywhere. And slowly, he held her back. The tension in the room faded. People looked away, because this moment was no longer for them. I sat there, watching everything, because this wasn't the ending I expected. It didn't destroy a family. It saved one. Sometimes love doesn't end. It just gets buried, under time, under work, under silence. And sometimes, it takes losing it to finally see it again. If you want more stories like this, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to like, share, and comment what you think.